Hey everyone, it's Lisa, and today is Monday, and I did it was perfect for a day like this because all I'm doing today is going to get Will from school and going to the post office and the grocery store, and so it's kind of a look like that. And then you'll see at the end I played around with a little bit, but it's not I couldn't decide between doing an everyday look or my in a hurry, not doing anything, run out the door look, and that's what I ended up doing. Another day I will do my if I'm going somewhere and I just don't want to think about it, but my everyday look. I don't know, do you get, there's two, one of them has more steps than the other. Okay, so I'll be right back. I've already put on my Clinique All About Eyes Rollerball. I get so many questions about that, and that really helps, you know, the depuff, and that's what it's for. Okay, no matter what day it is or what I'm doing, I always put on my Giorgio Armani Master Corrector right in this darkness, like that. Just pat it in right there where it is, where you put it. And, you know, bring it up here in the darkness too. And the next thing I'm going to do is my Rachel K CC cream, and this is in the Classic Fair. I've got to go. Bridget just let herself in. I've got to shut the door. Just a little bit at a time, like that. And God, I get so many questions about this. I'm trying to figure out. You can see this is light and it has a little bit of a pink tone, but that is perfect because I'm going to put on my Laura Mercier Classic Beige, which is bronze and a little bit dark for me. So works out good. And I think I had somebody ask me something about it flaking up on them around the edges or something. I would say you're putting on too much. You only see how I'm barely able to spread mine out to the edges, and it dries so quick, almost like a powdery finish. It's not like a silicone, but it's like a powdery, which gives you that same slip when you go to put on makeup. That just makes it real like slick and easy for the Laura Mercier. And this is the Classic Beige, and I'm almost out, which I do have a backup because I'm not going to run out of this. So I got some in the lid, and I take my Sephora 55 airbrush and just get a good amount in there like that, and just start right here where I don't mind if it's darker than other places, and then go up under my eyes, around. And today, since I'm just doing a run out the door look, an eyeshadow base, I just go right over it with this. So go over my eyelids and just everywhere. And nose, everywhere. Get between your eyes real good. And I've had a couple people say, don't forget my ears. Well, my ears don't show. My hair's down, so I'm not going to do my ears because that would just be, it would be pointless. Make sure you get it all around. And what you'll notice on me and most everyone is right there where my brow bone is, it's going to get a little bit darker anyway, because of just your brush hitting across your brow bone right there, and it's going to make like a natural crease color. So I kind of go with that in a lot of ways. You'll see. Okay, and then down your neck. Okay, and then the next thing I always do, especially on a day that I'm just bumming around or heading to the grocery store and the post office like I am today, is I always do bronzer. And let's see, which one did I bring? And this is one of my favorites. This, it seems like if I want to grab one that I know I'm going to like and it's going to be quick and easy, I always grab one of my darker ones. And this is one of my darker powders. And I've heard that they are going to discontinue these. It's the Dior Skin Nude in 050 Cafe Mocha. And this really isn't meant to be a bronzer. It's just meant to be a powder, and I've been using it that way. And let's see. So you can see it's got a little bit of pink and then the two bronze tones. And I'm going to use, I could use this brush that I've been using, and I wanted to show you something. I went yesterday and got the Real Techniques let's see, Your Finished Perfected Kabuki Brush. And let's see, high definition results, online tutorial, 2-in-1 folding brush. And that's what it looks like. And so when you can use it like this, and it opens up like this. So if any of you guys wanted this brush, this will be a good one to go get at Ulta and use in the same way, like that. I thought that was so neat. Brooke used it this morning. She had to use it when she saw it. She thought it was neat. But just because I'm doing my out the door look, I'm going to do what I would do is just lay it, you know, in the sides like that, and go right in here and sweep up around my head like that. That got a little bit dark, and let's see, right in here, and then. And when you're going down like this, make sure you get a little bit right here. It looks pretty to have just a little bit of color right on the edge. Okay. Gotta blend that out some. No matter what day it is, I always put on a blush. And the first one I grab, if I'm not even thinking, is this, which is the, sorry my hair's curling and crazy, is the Lorac Exposed. This is my favorite blush brush, and it is the Bobbi Brown just blush brush. And I just tap a little bit on both sides and go like this. Go right up under your eye and then out. Let's go ahead and do lips since I need some color. And I thought I would just throw on one of the, this is something I would do. I would just throw on either a gloss or one of these or one of the Dior. Something real easy. And this is 080 Strawberry Shortcake Lip Butter. And that's just something good just to put on my lips. And the next thing I would do is probably just take either the bronzer brush that I just used, or I'm gonna do both. I would just go across my eyes again like that. And then that gives you a little bit. Or you can take a color like Harmony, which is a blush, but everybody uses it for a contour. And you could just take a big fluffy brush, any one, first one you pick up, put a little bit in there, and then just go in your crease. And see, since you've got that foundation in there, you don't have to be so precise. You're basically just giving yourself a little bit of shadow in there, like that. Okay, brows. I just had my brows threaded for the first time last night. There's one of those places in the mall, and I've always, when I walk by there, you know, thought about it. But normally I don't want my makeup messed up and all that stuff. And they were just sitting there empty. Nobody was in there. So I didn't really have anywhere special to go. I was getting ready to come home. And I had just gotten cookies for everybody. And so I got them done. And wow, they did a great job, because I was having a hard time deciding where to slope up, and mine were starting to go like this, and I hated it. But they did a great job, and they trimmed them and everything, and I don't know if I've ever had them trimmed, so they're just like bam. If I'm going to do something really quick, for some reason I don't reach for powder. I always reach for this pencil, which is Fling, and I think it's just easy. And I just go right up under here like this, and then kind of just fill in a little bit. And then I've got a little hole right there, and the tail a little bit, and that's it, especially now that they're groomed so much. Okay, and then fill in there a little bit, and there. Wow, they did a good job. So that would be it. And then I would always my spoolie, which is my favorite, so I'm going to use this one, which is the Ray Morris, and just brush through those and just make sure they're okay. I tell you, I barely need any brow gel now that they're so groomed, but I'm gonna put some on there, and I normally probably would. Just, it's quick and easy. I just love the color of this, and it kind of warms them up a little bit. And then for eyeliner, I never, if I'm in a hurry, I never use gel liner. I always just grab a pencil or this. I love this eyeshadow. It's the Bobbi Brown Mahogany. I think everybody should have this. This is a good one. This is the Sigma SS266. I'm not exactly sure what it's called now, but it's the Sigma angle brush, and I just put it in the dark shadow, just dry, and just do a little bit of a line. Bring it all the way to the inside like that. Not too precise, but I do try to get it down to the lashes. And then I still wing it out. Just wing it out a little bit. It's easy with eyeshadow. I don't know why it's so much easier, but it is. It's easier to get right all the way to the end. Just make sure you're getting close up to the lashes. And this shadow, for some reason, it doesn't fall out as much as like if I were to try to use carbon or something like that. And then one wing was sharper than the other. Okay, so that would be the eyeshadow, and sometimes I would go underneath. We'll do that just with what's left, and maybe try to connect like that. Like that. Okay, and then even on bad days, I put on, or fast, quick days, I put on my lashes. I've got them sitting here on top of my lip conditioner, and it's just easier than mascara to me. So I'm going to do that. I need some more color to be on camera. So let's do, okay, so that was Strawberry Shortcake. That's, you see, it's that Strawberry Shortcake. I thought we would do my favorite one, which is Sweet Tart. And I got a bunch of new ones. Yesterday they had lip butters or Revlon, buy one, get one half at Ulta. So I've got a bunch to try to do dupes and swatches. So this one really has a lot of color. I love it. It's so pretty. Such a sweet pink. Now this one looks like it's too pink for my look. But anyway, we'll do it. Maybe we'll do another. Maybe we'll do creme brulee at the end if I haven't already messed it up with pink. Anyway, okay, let's do, y'all are gonna get tired of my lip issues. It's not an issue, it's just fun. Let's see. So I put, what I usually do when I'm being lazy and quick is get a little bubble of glue like that and just touch it. And if it gets like lightly, a big glob like that, I take a toothpick and then just try to spread it out and even take some off if I need to. And I make sure there's no fuzzies on it like there is now from the cats, because that will drive you nuts. I had that happen one time, and all day I could not get whatever was in my eye out. And then we had gone to eat that night, and I went in the bathroom and saw where a piece of, it looked like fuzz or cat hair had gotten caught in my lash and in my eye. So, okay, so we're gonna put this one, oh my goodness. Speaking of, Bobbi, you're gonna have to go back that way. He's just coming through. Okay, let's see. You just go just like that, you can see, and then just make sure that the that it's attached. And sometimes if it's going too straight, I do have to make sure it's in the right spot, like that. Okay, you can see that one's kind of straight. I need to, some of the glue was left on my eye, but that's okay. I need to bend that one again, or curve it. Let's try this again, and just like this. Okay, that's much better. You can see how it goes with the curve of my eye, so much better. I think that's the key right there. That's good enough. So you can see that eyeliner, all it did was just make a place for the lashes to kind of go. And you could leave and just go right out the door like that, or you could take your eyeshadow again with any brush. I'll take that same one, and just go right over the band like this. That would just give you more darkness right at that band like that. Okay, and so that's done. Now mascara. Just do a very little just tap the ends of the lashes like that, not a lot. Just touch the bottom ones just to make sure they blend up into the top like that. And you might have to, and if you have trouble with your lashes wanting to blend up into these, you might have to curl your lashes before you put these on, but try to do it without putting mascara on, because then that way at night when I take these off, they just come right off and I have hardly any makeup left on. And I think because they're the self-adhesive and have that strip, they're not really in my lashes. They're you know, just stuck to the skin, and I don't have to worry about pulling out my lashes, because I always check and just make sure that my lashes aren't, you know, don't have any big holes in them or anything, and it doesn't look like they're hurting my lashes at all. So sometimes would be and sometimes wouldn't. This is 2 optional steps, would be the illuminator. Just put a couple dots, or, you know, the concealer, and then just keep that in that darkness also. And it looks like I put on too much, so I'll switch fingers and try to spread it out. And this was the Maybelline DreamLumi, which is one of my favorites. I mean, it is my favorite over the Touche Éclat and all of them. Okay, so that, and then the final step that I really have been loving, and this is something I've been doing all the time, is my DermaBlend powder. And just use any brush that you want. I've been using this brush, which is just it's either a tiny, it's a 225, so that meant it was an eye brush, just a giant blender brush, but it's discontinued. It's just one I got at the CCO. But just grab any little brush and this powder and go right in my T-zone like that. And kind of buff out, and it just makes your skin poreless. I mean, it's the best powder. And then I go up here, and you'll notice I didn't even fix Plus today, because everything I'm using is pretty luminous. And then some on the chin. Okay. So that is the finished everyday running out the door look. And so I'll be right back. Today is literally a running out the door nothing day. So I just threw on an old t-shirt that I got at Target one year. It's Massimo, and I love it. It's one of those burnout t-shirts. And then this is a pair of the signature Victoria's Secret pants, the ones that I wear all the time. It's cold here today, so I have on my Uggs. I put them on this morning, and I have not taken them off. So I'll keep these on. I think the high is like, I don't know, in the 40s or near 50, which is cold here. So you can see they're not very flattering. They're baggy, but they're comfy. And all I'm going to do is go to the post office, maybe the grocery store, and pick up. So I said I might take this off, but I decided to leave it on because it matched my pants. And so you can see this is something just easy to run out. You're wondering, no what the heck didn't you do that you would have done? Let's see, gosh, I didn't do a whole eyeshadow. I didn't do highlight or anything like that. I didn't do my gel liner, which takes longer. I didn't take as long on my mascara. I didn't do lip liner. I didn't do a highlight. You know, and a lot of it just, when I'm in a hurry, I just have those go-to products, like the exposed blush. I always know I'm gonna like it, and I'm not experimenting. And this is what I was gonna say, is on some days that like today, where I know I'm not really going anywhere or doing anything, and I really don't care, like I haven't even brushed my hair, and I probably won't. I'll just probably leave it like this, and that's the beauty of this cut, is it just does whatever, you know? And so anyway, I have to laugh at myself sometimes. And so what was I going to say? I was going to say, on days like this where I know I'm not going to see anybody or do anything, a lot of times I'll try just something kind of crazy. Like I'll put a color, I know what we'll do. Let's put a little bit of Club right on my lid. That's something I would do on a day like this. This is just like something I would do. Or at night, I might do this too. Okay, this is the Club eyeshadow from MAC, and I have not even used it yet. And I've been curious what I was going to do with it. So this is just one of my favorite brushes, and it is the Smashbox crease brush. So get a little bit of Club. Let's see what it does. A lot of times when I have this look, I'll just throw something right on the lid and just see. if I like it. Because you don't really have to worry about. So it just puts a little shadow there. Let's put some here. You don't have to worry about crease color because you've already got that there. Okay, so what do you think? You could always run it underneath too, but that just adds a little bit of something right there. Let's put a little bit more. Why stop now? Let's just go ahead and mess up a perfectly good video. Okay, this brush just seems to get right in my, it's all about what fits your lid though. Gets right in there so nice. Okay, like that. And then what would look good too is just to run it up underneath. Let's see. A little bit up on the side before you know it. You got a full-on look. Okay. So that's something you could do, is just, you know, and that's what I'm going to do a video on crease colors because that's so important. Okay, back to where I was. Let me zoom back out. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you real soon. Bye-bye.